Let's get ready to rumble!
Good morning, Panthers. Today is Thursday, April 20th. Only one more day until Friday. Now, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Panthers, have you ever heard of the NASA Space Surveyor 3? Here's Mohammed to tell us more about this awesome NASA ship.
Thanks, Yves. Panthers, have you ever heard of the Surveyor 3? The Surveyor 3 is a NASA space shuttle that landed on the moon on this date in 1967. This shuttle was the second of the Surveyor series to have a soft moon landing. This gave NASA more information about the moon. The goals of this mission were to perform a successful soft moon landing, get pictures from the surface of the moon, get information about the strength of the lunar surface, and manipulate the lunar surface to observe it using the television camera. Check out this video to learn more about the history of space shuttles.
Kennedy Space Center, a space shuttle roars to life.
Main engine ignition.
The commander is Scott Altman.
2, 1.
And boom, off the pad.
102, 102.
In fact, Altman isn't going anywhere today. He's in a simulator in Houston, and he has a complete amateur, me, as his co-pilot.
We just saw the launch tower disappear out that way.
At 8 seconds, I see the roll, and I call.
Roll program.
Roger, roll.
One launch, after another, after another.
0 and liftoff for the final launch of Endeavour, expanding our knowledge, expanding our lives in space.
Atlantis is the very last. The shuttles did not make spaceflight affordable or routine, but they did make it look routine. 300 different astronauts flew on more than 130 flights. The shuttles did some big things. They built an orbiting space station. They launched the Hubble telescope and kept it going with 20 years of repairs. They also broke down barriers. In 1983, Sally Ride became the first U.S. woman in space. Guy Bluford became the first African American. And by the 1990s, Americans and Russians were routinely flying together. But terrible things happened too. The Challenger disaster in 1986.
We have a report from the flight dynamics officer that the vehicle has exploded.
The Columbia accident in 2003. 14 astronauts, 14 of the most beloved, were killed.
We will never forget them, nor the last time we saw them, this morning, as they prepared for their journey and waved goodbye, and slipped the surly bonds of Earth to touch the face of God.
In the end, though, the shuttles were going into orbit for something like $500 million per flight, without the sense of mission that had driven NASA in the early years of the moon race. Astronauts said they were fantastic machines, but the White House said private enterprise could do the job just as well. So even though thousands of jobs are being lost, even though the next project for American astronauts is not clear, the shuttle program now ends.
Thanks, Mohammed. And now for school news you can use. Panthers, tomorrow is Parkland Earth Day. Do you know what that means? We have a no power period of fun. Also, make sure you're wearing green tomorrow to show the love for the earth. Now let's go on back to Mohammed, who will tell us more about the importance of Earth Day.
Thanks, Yves. Earth Day is an annual event celebrated worldwide to demonstrate support for environmental protection. It started in 1970 in over 193 countries. Now, Earth Day is a globally celebrated Earth Day network. By the Earth Day network. Let's watch a video on the importance of protecting our planet.
See, you can ignore this, but the thing about truth is, it can be denied, not avoided. So I'm sorry, future generations. I'm sorry that our footprint became a sinkhole and not a garden. I'm sorry that we paid so much attention to ISIS and very little to how fast the ice is melting in the Arctic. I'm sorry we doomed you, and I'm sorry we couldn't find another planet in time to move to. You know what? Cut the beat. I'm not sorry. This future, I do not accept it. Because an error does not become a mistake until you refuse to correct it. We can redirect this. How? Let me suggest that if a farmer sees a tree that is unhealthy, they don't look at the branches to diagnose it, they look at the root. So like that farmer, we must look at the root and not to the branches of government, not to the politicians run by corporations. We are the root, we are the foundation. This generation, it is up to us to take care of this planet. It is our only home. We must globally warm our hearts and change the climate of our souls and realize that we are not apart from nature, we are a part of nature. And to betray nature is to betray us. To save nature is to save us. Because whatever you're fighting for, racism or poverty, feminism, gay rights, or any type of equality, it won't matter in the least. Because if we don't all work together to save the environment, we will be equally extinct. Sorry.
Students a happy birthday, Panthers.
Happy birthday to you. Oh yeah, happy birthday to you. Hippo, hippo, hippo. Happy birthday to
Panthers. Okay, Panthers, just one more day until the weekend. Remember these words from Mother Teresa. We shall never know the good that a simple smile can do. Smile today, Panthers. It will benefit others greatly. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.